Alright, so we are back and we're outside of Brawl the Scholar's Chambers. So last time we got a set of pieces of the armor by pretty much manipulating time in a way. And now we need to actually get the rest of them before we can actually explore the tunnels, which seems to have some type of toxic or some type of poison or something. No, it hasn't really been explained to us yet. Alright, so tell me some things, buddy.
Hello, neighbor. Would you like to hear about my research?
Not this time.
Ah, yes. Most dwarven armor you see these days is quite badly worn. But this piece is still perfect, after thousands of years. It also seems to have some magical properties. It should protect you from the harmful energy down in the tunnels below the city.
Alright, but I'm gonna need the rest of the set.
It all but killed Brandis when he went down there. But he didn't have a full set. If you can get down there safely, let me know what you discover.
Okay, I'm gonna need the full set though.
Farewell. Come back if you think of any questions. Hello, neighbor. Made any exciting new discoveries?
Actually, no, but I need you to tell me what the rest of the armor is.
It all but killed Brandis when he went down there. But he didn't have a full set. If you can get down there safely.
Okay, so we need to go find this guy named Brandis, which, let's see if we can find his house and talk to him about it. Okay, so it's not too far away.
Wait, are you wearing... Strange. You're wearing the same armor as me. I mean, it's exactly the same.
Yeah, it's not, but whatever. Pretty sure we're wearing totally different armor sets, but that's cool, dude. Alright, so... we found Brandis, and he looks really beat up. He has the Immaculate Dwarven boots, which I think we could just take without stealing. Okay, so we actually have the boots. However, we're over encumbered, so... Dasi,
right
looks like you're going to be our pack mule. I, Brandis, of the village of Stignar, make this will. I'll leave my worldly possession, including any of my Immaculate Dwarven armor boots, to whoever is willing to continue my mission to rid this place of evil that lies beneath the city. May Stignar's blessing protect you, Brandis' first day of last seed. So he's actually dead, I guess. Or no, he's still alive.
You there. Come over here.
Oh, wow, he's really fucked up.
I'm beyond help. The potions do nothing. And I don't have much time. I just need to tell you something.
Go for it.
Stendarr. He plants these images in my head. He shows me secrets. Made me come here.
What did you see?
Something terrifying. Deep in the earth beneath the city. Powerful. And evil. I went down into the tunnels to destroy it. But the energy... it seeps into your bones. Please. Please, you must find a way to get down there. And finish what
Oh, that is unfortunate, buddy. Alright, so we have a few places we can go ask. Habik might know. Brol might know. I doubt the Jarl's gonna know. We can also go to the Firefly refinery as well. We'll hit up the shops. We'll talk to some people. If they can't give us anything, we'll kind of just like ask general knowledge about people until someone gives us some more information about the armor.
I'm Habik. The Jarl needed someone to mind the store. So I volunteered. Doesn't make any money, of course. Not enough customers. The Jarl says he likes to keep us busy and out of trouble. But of course, he and all his cronies in the Citadel never seem to lift a finger.
Something tells me something about this Jarl doesn't seem all it's cracked up to be.
I wish it was that simple. But with the dwarves' law, everybody here is terrified of doing anything wrong, in case it gets us all killed. The dwarves wrote, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." But we don't know what they meant by sin. Theft. Violence, probably. But maybe they meant all sorts of things, like dishonesty or disobedience to the Jarl. That's what Metellus would like us to think, anyway. So I could ignore his orders. Sure. I could even lead an uprising against him. Gods know most of us are sick of him, but I'd be risking the lives of everyone here, and I just don't want to be responsible for that. So here I am, running my shop. Could be worse.
Interesting. So it seems like everyone has a reason to kind of hate the Jarl.
Our son was working at my stables outside the city. He was alone when he had a visit from some Imperial, a cousin of the High King. This Imperial thought he'd just take one of the horses as a tithe. Guess he didn't think a 12-year-old boy was going to stop him. But Limar wouldn't stand for it. And as the thief rode off, my son managed to shoot an arrow into his shoulder.
Good shot.
But I wasn't there at the time. I came back from the market to find my son's body, trampled in the dirt. It was... I can't begin to describe it. I was shattered. I went straight to Torig's court and demanded justice. But I guess that word doesn't mean much to an Imperial. Instead, he seized my stables and told me if I ever set foot in Solitude again, my wife and I would end up the same way as Limar. So we left. Wandered Skyrim for a while, and eventually wound up here. I was hoping this place would be better. I was wrong.
Oh, that is unfortunate, man.
All right.
So you don't seem to know anything about the armor. Kind of a waste of time, but we'll keep asking. We'll keep searching around. Now I'll ask the question, what other person would know about armor, per se? I mean, the only other option I can think of is maybe Rikas has the rest of the armor. I mean, we are allowed to kind of go into people's houses. I can ask Broll about it before I do that, because while I am allowed to go in people's houses, I can't steal anything. That is actually one of the tenets about the 3 laws here is I can't steal, I can't kill, and I can't do something else, but I don't remember the 3rd law.
Made any exciting new discoveries? It also seems to have some magical properties. It should protect you from the harmful energy down in the tunnels below the city. It all but killed Brandis when he went down there. But he didn't have a full set. If you can get down there safely, let me know what you discover.
Okay, well, I need you to tell me more about the full set.
It all but killed Brandis when he went down there.
Because I believe I have the gauntlets and I have the boots and I have the armor. I don't have, I believe it's the gloves probably. Probably the gloves and then a helmet. Okay, so we're gonna check Rikas' house, and then can I get to the abandoned palace? I don't know exactly, but it's on the same location, so we'll head to his house. We'll check out his house and his quarters. If he doesn't have anything, we'll go check out the abandoned palace and see where that leads us. Alright, so this is Rykol's house. Let's see. Dwarven helmet. He has a workbench, has a hammer, gloves, grindstone. So nothing really here that's worth actually doing anything. Unfinished letter. Vernon, this is your final warning. Ooh, okay. So actually we have something else we can investigate as well. Unfortunately, we can't steal the note, but we could definitely take a look at that and talk to Vernon about it. Okay, so where's Vernon's house? I haven't seen him. Oh, it's actually right across the way, so not that far. Hopefully he's here sleeping. We can actually talk to him about this note. And he's not, so we'll wait for him here. He's gotta come here and go to sleep at some point. So we'll wait a couple hours. Oh, never mind. I can't wait in this location. Okay, so we waited for Vernon. He's here sleeping, so let's see what you have to say about this letter. Also, your eyes are still closed, buddy, unless you're blind.
Look, friend, you've out. Hey, I hear you dealt with those looters swiftly. Look, I haven't done anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. It's not as if I'm a vampire or a necromancer or anything. Somebody just has a problem with my preference for male company.
Huh. You like men.
Nothing gets by you, does it? Sorry, that was mean of me. Yes, I like men. And when you grow up in Windhelm like I did, you expect a bit of hostility. I saw enough friends attacked and driven away by angry Nords to know the cost of not keeping your personal affairs to yourself. So I hid who I was for, what was it, 20 years? Living in the barracks with a dozen other guardsmen, watching what I said and where I looked. But that kind of fear eats away at you slowly, until living isn't any better than the thing you were afraid of. And that's when I came clean. Needless to say, since I'm now living underground on the opposite corner of Skyrim, my openness didn't go well among the Nords of Windhelm. But at least down here, I get to be who I am. Or, at least, I thought that was the case. Perhaps I was wrong.
So who's challenging you?
No, I don't. I keep my personal affairs to myself, and I've never really been interested in any of the men here. Not my type. It wouldn't usually bother me. I have a thick skin, and I can handle myself in a fight better than most. But if these threats keep getting worse, eventually my secret admirer is going to get violent and break the dwarves' laws.
I could tell him it's Rikus, because he does have the note in his house, although that may cause conflict.
Rikus? The big crazy Nord who walks around with his weapon drawn? Of all the people that could have been, he's the most terrifying. Oh, alright. Well, we'll see what you can do. I think it would only inflame things if I speak of him myself. What about him? Oh, alright. Well, come on back anytime you like.
Alright, so we know Rikus doesn't like Vernon, and I guess Rikus knows about Vernon's secret, which is that he likes men, I guess, and being that he's a Nord himself, Nords are, for whatever reason, notoriously just racist and outright bigots in this game. That's a majority of the Stormcloaks as well, which I learned about towards the middle of the original playthrough. So it makes sense as to why he's writing threatening letters to someone who isn't normal or who isn't a Nord or something like that. Anyway, before we go talk to Rikus about that, I'm gonna go investigate this abandoned palace, because I didn't really investigate it too much because I thought there was nothing there. So we'll give it another go, we'll take another look and see what we can find. Alright, so this is the abandoned palace. It looks like I may be able to jump up there if need be. This first gate's open, but we can't get past the second gate because this huge pillar's blocking the way. And I think those are actually the gauntlets behind there. So let's see if we can jump above here and climb over it and use this pipe to actually get past the door. Alright, platforming skills, let's go. This may take a minute, folks. Hey, look at that. Did it on the first try. Actually, something in this coffin. All right, come on, Hitomi. You can do it. There we go. All right. So it's good to know anything in these coffins isn't considered stealing. Burnt corpse. Alright, so far I have the gauntlets. And I have the not the helm. I have the gauntlets, I have the chest piece, and I have the leggings. Also looks like there might be something here, so I should definitely be prepared for a fight. Because this guy was not burned without reason. Alright, you somehow got past here. Hello. Did it just keep coming out of the pool? Charred whores. Okay, well, we know what actually happened to these people now. Dwarven sword. Okay. So at least that mystery's cleared up for now. Anyways, now let's try and find a way out of here. Hello. I don't like the look of that. You're probably an enemy. Who are you? Why are you here? Burnt whore. Huh. There's definitely something strange going on here, though I'm not exactly sure what. Okay, I've played enough Skyrim to know that those bats usually don't bode well for what's going on. Alright, so get ready, Dossie. Ghostly remains. I doubt Tsukiyomi is gonna do anything to these people, but we'll definitely see. Yep, as I'd imagine, doesn't really do too much. It's a good thing, though, that these horrors aren't actually particularly too tough. At least so far, they haven't been. Let's go ahead and pop Ultimate Magicka here. Get some our Magicka back. Help us sustain Tsutana a little bit more. Hello. I think he just spat blood at me. He definitely spat some type of blood at me. Huh. Now I'm concerned. Usually when people spit blood at you, that's usually a bad thing from my history of video games. Hello. Goddamn bats. Necromancer's Journal. Let's see what's going on here. Morndus, 3rd of Heartfire. Curse it, the logbook containing all my experiments from the last 3 years has gone up in smoke after one of my subjects, failing about clumsy as they do, knocked into the fire. All those years of meticulous, painstaking work for nothing. There's no way I'm going through that again. I need to try something more creative if I'm going to get the dead to telling me the secrets of this place. Why did these people always have to die in waves several years apart? Why were they always burnt to death? What was it killing them? I'm going to try and amplify my resurrection spell by tapping the strange Dwarven energy source directly upstairs. Perhaps they will loosen their tongues. Interesting. Huh. So now we can show him the book that we let them know that the dwarves' law is real. And I believe this necromancer is probably, for some reason, is the cause of it. Dwarven Helm of Restoration. As good as this is, it's not the helm we're looking for.
I've got your back. All right, what is it?
All right, go ahead and check out that chest.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it.
All right, take what's in there. Whatever's in there is yours.
Anything else?
That's it. All right, let's head back upstairs, and we got the gauntlets. We figured out there was actually a necromancer here trying to do things, so that's also something we need to investigate as well. There's a lot of things happening in this city that probably shouldn't be happening. Something we should definitely keep our eyes out on. I guess question being is, how exactly do I leave this place? I didn't actually come in here with much of a plan per se. I just kind of jumped over the fence and kind of hoped for the best here. But I guess we can figure it out along the way. It can't be too difficult, right? I mean, we've been through worse. Okay, I don't like them spitting blood at me. I know it's doing something to me. I don't like it. It makes me feel worried and concerned. There's a lot of people in here. Alright, so I'm going to attempt to unlock this. I have 11 lockpicks, and it's a master level lock, so we might get lucky. Probably not. Alright, there we go. I have, I think, 9 lockpicks left. Well, we unlocked that door, but I'm kind of curious to see what's over in this direction. Wonder if I can hit this guy with some stealth Amaterasu. There we go. Definitely will take care of him. There's like a lot of dead people here. I think what happened is the necromancer, the one we got the journal from, I think he did something. He did something to the people here, and that caused the Dwarven laws to activate, right? Like, essentially what happened, all these people got burned and they died because they essentially activated the Dwarven laws. Read The Myth of the Dwarven Laws. As per our customs, I will begin by paying my respects to the city's founders, the Dwarmar, for their architecture and ingenuity, ubiquitous fonts of light and water. They deserve our admiration. But here I must depart from our custom. For their attempts at lawmaking, oppressing, and overreaching, they deserve our contempt. Who among us has not awoken at night in a cold sweat, fearing some sort of accidental transgression of the Dwarven laws? All of us must accept, after even a moment's after a moment's reflection on human nature, that we are all capable of error, whether from a momentary lapse in judgment brought on by ill temper or a conscious decision based on faulty reasoning. But I am here today to tell you, friends and neighbors, that you need not be afraid, for the Dwarven laws is a great deception, and I will prove it to you. Let me begin by dismissing each of the counter-arguments you may raise. First, you may argue that the Dwarven inscriptions around the city are evidence of the law, but that is logically unsound, for we cannot be completely confident that our translations are accurate, with all due respect to our scholars. We believe they say many will suffer for one's mistakes, but what shades of meaning are lost in translation? In any case, even if our translations are accurate, that this message was not inscribed does not make it true. Second, you may argue that the dwarves would not have committed their warnings to stone if they were not true. To that, I say the dwarves' warnings may well have been true thousands of years ago when they built the city. Presumably, there were those responsible for enforcing the law who were vigilant and draconian in their pursuit of order, but these dwarves have long since disappeared. Surely, for the laws to be enforced, there would need to be someone watching over us. I know many of you felt as though you were being watched, as if the golden bus were somehow capable of seeing you, but ask yourself, even if the Dwarven animatrons, were watching you, how could they play the role of judge? Surely no mere machine possesses the reason or the judgment necessary to enforce the laws of man. In short, without the instruments of justice, there can be no law. Third, you may argue that the tragedy that struck the city several years ago. Okay, so this is actually a lot, but we'll continue finishing this. Third, you may argue that the tragedy that struck this city several years ago is evidence of the Dwarven laws is real. You need not remind me of that. I was the one who discovered the charred remains. It was I who collected them, placed them in the handcart, wheeled them to the palace, and laid them to rest in tombs beneath us. I will not soon forget them, and yet I refuse to leap to the conclusion that their deaths were brought upon by breaking the dwarves' law. There's simply no evidence to support that conclusion. Who is to say they have not simply attacked by some demented mage skilled in the art of destruction magic? Ultimately, these arguments are just that, arguments. After years of living in fear, there's only one way for me to prove to you that the dwarves' law is in falsehood: action. Friends, I apologize in advance for this, but one day you'll see the moment as a turning point in our people's history. Let us see once and for all if the Dwarven's law are real, as I strike one of you with my fist. Wow. Okay, so this guy here, which I guess he's not to be named, provoked the first Dwarven's law, which is why you see all the burned bodies down here, and why the animatrons are no longer alive, but there's burned horse. Hello. Who drew their weapon? And I guess these burnt horrors are the victims of those who couldn't bear to pass on. But he invoked the Dwarven laws earlier. He struck one of his own, and in that was an act of violence and judgment pursued on these people, which is unfortunate because they truly believed in the laws, and he unfortunately invoked them. Though they still seem to have some remnants of being human, though probably deep in their subconscious, which is unfortunate. So I'm doing these guys sort of a favor by killing them. They're pretty much suffering at this point, but we kind of see what happened to this area of civilization here. They hello.
Still here.
Yeah, you don't have the helmet I'm looking for. Another master gate. Let's go check out the first master gate we unlocked, which was on the other side, I believe. But yeah, that person pretty much invoked the laws, and that's what happened here. All these people suffered for it, which is unfortunate, but it just goes to further show that these laws are indeed real. And why can I not pass through this? All Alright, that small thing of web actually stopped me from doing that, but that's fine. Great. More spiders. More disgusting spiders. God. Alright, so another master lock, which I think is the one we found earlier, so this is just another way to, I guess climb upstairs if need be. So we're just not going to waste our time unlocking that. And our lockpicks. We don't have that many. Alright, so I doubt there's anything else over here as well. So let's go ahead and climb the second floor. It's like these people are praying to something. Whoa, hello. A strange energy radiates all around you. Okay, so I think this is the radiation that they was talking about. Interesting. So sitting on that throne actually unlocks something. A little strange, but I can dig it, I guess. Also, Dacia is probably not the best place to sit. Just small septum, so nothing that these guys actually had. Let's take a look at the map. So there's another side we can explore, but it doesn't seem like there's actually too much here. So we'll need to find a way back to the Forgotten City. There's not really too much here left. But it does bring about some more history to the city, because you can kind of see what's exactly happening, which is good. So a lot of things have actually been explained, that what happened to the first people that actually stayed here, why there's so many burnt bodies and stuff like that. I mean, it was always implied, but now we have just firm confirmation that's exactly what happened here. Can I jump over this? Yeah, I can. Alright, looks like there might be another fight here, and, well, Daci's gonna be completely useless. Oh, never mind. You came away around where there was no, like, stuff. Okay, alright, Daci, because you know what you're doing. Not exactly sure what happened here. Search Necromancer's chest. So I wonder if this is where the Necromancer stayed at.
What do you need?
Go ahead and raid that chest.
Okay, got it. Anything else?
That should be it. Alright, let's continue getting out of here. Actually, can I raid these plants? No, they're not anything special. Alright, another master gate, but again, not gonna waste any more time. Alright, the Forgotten City. Alright, so... Ooh, you are not looking so well, Daci. What is up with your armor, baby?
I've got your back. What do you want me to carry?
Man, I need you to, like, not freak out with this armor. That's fine. You got some other ones.
Lead on.
Alright, so... Now comes a predicament. We can't go out the way we came. We could probably, hopefully, jump inside of the water, which may be our best bet. Sorry, I thought I pressed the save button. I could potentially land below here, but that also might kill me. So, alright, Dusty. Here goes nothing. And I completely botched the jump. Goodbye, world. Right, so that didn't work. Let's try jumping where there's no mountains, which is a good little in-between spot right about here. All right. So that was definitely quite the adventure that we went through. So we have quite a few things that we can actually potentially do now. Dusty will find a way back down. She's a pretty smart lad. So I think that's actually her running up there right now. So we can show the book to Broll as proof that the Dwarven law is real. We can confront Rikus about the threats to Vernon, which is something I might actually do. But I think first of all we're gonna go to talk to Broll and kind of confirm that the law is real. We'll do that, and then we'll take a look and see how far we've gotten. Why are you wearing that ridiculous helmet on your head? We'll see how far we've gotten, and then we'll kind of figure out what to do from there.
Brilliant. What did you find in there?
It was overrun by undead, resurrected by Narabus. He's dead.
How terrible. But not unexpected. Narabus was a reckless fellow. But did you discover something about the dwarves' law? Some relic or text?
Oh, did I?
Let me see it. That is disturbing. This Dorotus fellow set out to disprove the existence of the dwarves' law, and instead triggered some kind of mass execution. So the dwarves' law is real, and can be triggered simply by striking another person. I take no pleasure in being vindicated in relation to this. But there's something else that troubles me. If the dwarves' law is still being enforced, does that not suggest the existence of some kind of judge? And this judge, who watches over us, must be somewhere inside the city. I need you to find whoever, or whatever it is. And when you do, well, I'm not going to say it out loud, but do whatever you need to do, for yourself, and for us all. Now that's an interesting question. My thinking is that if there was a way out of here, the dwarves who built this place must have known about it.
Alright, so
Farewell. Come back if you think of any.
we still need to find the helm before we can investigate anything further. I think what we'll do now is we'll go talk to Rikus to kind of put our immediate quest out of the way and everything we've done so far. And then after that, we'll kind of continue searching for the helm, because without the helm, we can't actually explore anything.
Hello, neighbor. Made any
And we're going to have to explore the underground tunnel, which is, let's see, I believe around here. Yeah, underground tunnels, but we need the full armor set in order to explore. And by exploring the underground tunnels, we'll have access to a bunch of other stuff that we can actually do.
What do you want? Yeah, so what? What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, I can warn the Jarl.
And why should I? Do you know what he is? His presence here is going to break the dwarves' law and get us all killed.
You're an idiot.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they haven't worked it out yet. But when they do, we're going to have a problem. Well, I wouldn't get so angry if it wasn't so, you know.
Oh, shit.
What are you talking about? Have you lost your mind? If you're saying I'm like him, you'd better back away quickly. Go! What do you want? Yeah? You know he wouldn't make me so angry if he wasn't so... Well, I suppose I can try to ignore it. But I don't like it.
Well, you ain't got a choice.
Alright, fine. I'll leave him alone. But only if I never have to listen to your yapping ever again.
Alright, so we're still missing the helm. We've actually taken care of that problem. So... Rikus isn't much of a threat. Mars isn't much of a threat. Delgun isn't much of a threat. So the three people who seem to be suspected threats, they don't really have anything going for them. We can actually search this guy's house while we're here. Okay, so we're inside of his house. There's a lot of gold just lying around, but unfortunately I can't take any of it because that will invoke the laws. He's literally just like steeping in gold. It's actually kind of upsetting. They just like has gold laying everywhere. I can't do anything about it. But there's no notes, anything like that. So we'll leave him be. So there's not too many places I can actually investigate per se. We've been inside the abandoned palace. I haven't really messed with the sunken hole house yet. I can go check that out before I end this video because there's not really too many other places to really go and investigate at this point. So we'll go check that out. It's actually really relatively close. And if that's not the case, I'll end this part here and then we'll kind of go walking around and we'll kind of figure out what exactly is going on. So there's the home there. We should be able to access it, I believe. It requires a key that I don't have, so nothing I can do here as of yet, unfortunately. So we'll get out of here before we start dying. Yep, so with that being out of the way, come on, jump up here. Thank you. That being said, what I'll do is I'll cut the video here. We'll ask around town and see if we can find any more information about either the helmet or any other places that I may have missed, because I feel like I'm missing something, but I'm not exactly sure what.
Be quick. Domitus could be back any second.
I really don't care about your abusive husband. So yeah, I think that's the plan next. We'll kind of ask around the city, and we'll see if we can find the helm, because then once we have the helm, we can actually go inside the underground tunnel, and we can actually pick up a couple of the side quests, like picking up the guy's ring, so on and so forth. So I think that's going to be exciting.